So our first question is how many people do you serve with your organization?
Hundreds, literally,
Okay.
like probably thousands for sure.
And the age range?
From about 6 years old to 70.
Nice. Okay. And our second is funding. How do you get your funds for all of that?
It's completely my own money, and people donate, but really, it's just out of my pocket.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay. How about staff members? Are you the only staff member, or are there others?
No, I have an amazing staff. They're master trainers who all have like full-time jobs and that are either fighters, martial arts instructors, or martial artists and athletes.
Oh, nice.
And they're all friends of mine, and every time I do like a big event or anytime I need them, I just send out the call and see who's available. But I have a good pool of about 20, 30
Okay.
employees.
What else can we ask?
I had that question. What was it?
Can we ask this?
Yeah.
Have you had students or people that come in that have like a disability, a physical one, or?
I've taught self-defense to children and grown-ups with autism, and also with MS.
Okay.
Those are the two.
Have you found it to be difficult or easy?
You know what? It's a challenge, but I'm so welcomed by it because I love a challenge, and I know what it's like to be bullied and not even have a disorder or whatever you call it. And me being, quote unquote, completely normal, still got bullied. So I can only imagine when you are lacking something like your vision or something else. You know what I mean? So my heart is just beyond big and pure for anybody, especially people who have disabilities.
How about you? You have an issue,
You can
I
ask me
was
whatever you
17.
want. I'm totally an open book.
How do you do it?
I know, right?
How
How
do you
did I
do
do
it?
it? I just got really frustrated. I probably will cry right now, but I got really frustrated that there was not a program or a company that catered to women and children to learn how to defend themselves. And for us to live in such a chaotic time, like society right now is just, it's dangerous. And for us to not know what to do is just really fucked up. What do
Yeah.
you do if someone grabs you? What do you do if someone chokes you?
Volume
What do
15.
you do if you're pinned down on the ground? The fact that I never knew any of that it makes me really mad. So to answer your question, I do it from like the biggest piece of passion in the world because
You get the strength
yeah,
from out of nowhere, huh?
yeah, just because
Comes out.
it's frustrating, and I'm tired of seeing women get abused. I'm tired of hearing children get bullied. I'm
Bullied.
tired of children dying because they got bullied
Bullied.
and then got into a fight and hit their head on the bathroom sink or the floor,
Or
and now
just-
they're dead.
or just committing suicide
Or committing
because you-
suicide, or hating school. Like all of the things that I wanted to do. I wanted to die. I didn't want to go to school. I stopped going to school. Like all that stuff just really pisses me off, and that's my drive behind it. Is I want to empower women and children. You should know what to do if someone grabs you. You should.
Yeah.
We know to put on our seatbelt when we get in the car for safety. We're taught that. There's reminders all over. Click it or ticket.
Yep.
Do it for your family. All those signs. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
When we went to school, there was the DARE program. Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs.
Alcohol.
That's back in the
bad.
day.
Yeah, like where's we even had sex education. What's a dick?
What-
What's
yeah.
this? What's condom? What happens when you have sex? All
Yeah.
the STDs. But what do you do when you
get bullied?
bullied?
They didn't have
Run and
that.
go
You
tell
could
your
tell.
teacher who doesn't care.
Like, yeah, just stay away from him. You know,
That's
that's
not
the
fixing the problem. It's
Just stay
being
away from
ignored,
him.
yeah.
Stay away from him, or they just talk to him. Okay, change him in classrooms or
Right,
whatever, but
say
you still
sorry,
see it.
sorry,
Yeah,
and then after you kick him in the face, like
Yeah.
no.
yeah.
So-
That's what happens. You know, I used to go through that, but that was way back. But until I started, it's like the society that I grew up in.
Yeah,
I just learned how to do streetwise.
right.
You know,
Of course.
I just learned how to
And you
defend
were
myself
lucky
because I
in
have
a
other
weird
siblings.
way, in a weird way to
But
know
I had
how
to
defend
choose.
yourself.
But I had to
Exactly.
choose
the streets.
the gangster life,
Right.
in order to defend myself. I had to run to people that's gonna defend me.
I know.
So then you join a gang and whatever. So that was the mistake I did, but
have
there's
that
other
form of
ways.
security, right?
Exactly.
But
You know,
if
nobody's
you
gonna mess with
learn-
me now. you
Right.
know?
If you learn within your own skin how to feel safe within your own skin, how to defend yourself, how to get away from anything, like that's what's invigorating. That's
That's the number one reason why the youth now, and like they start from elementary.
absolutely.
You know, because they feel like, oh well, they're gonna beat me up after, they're gonna take my shoes. Well, I'm gonna join this gang.
Yep.
The neighborhood gang, you know. So that's why that's why the population of gangs is growing
again. Yeah.
It's growing and growing because for the same reason.
Yep.
Everybody thinks because it's music or this and that. Is not.
It's
It's just the population is growing because the young right now, they're getting bullied and punked in school, and you can't even wear the new shoes and the Jordans because they're gonna take them from
Right.
you. What do? Call their big brother
Right.
or their neighbor,
their
and they say,
gang.
okay, well, you know what, we're gonna start our own crew.
Right.
You know, and from a crew you go into a gang, and
Yeah.
you start being affiliated. So.
And that didn't seem like an option, and for me and so many other people that don't live in an area that even have that. Like for me, I grew up in the valley. You know, like I'm in Chatsworth. What the hell? Who gang am I? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
who's gonna have my back? Absolutely nobody. And then I got really beat up by 8 black girls who just hated me because I was mixed. I'm half Guatemalan and half black. So
Okay.
they just didn't like me for having nice hair and light skin. Thanks.
Well, my
guys.
grandson's gonna be half Guatemalan and half Mexican.
Nice. nice.
Yeah. So that just
So
about
that
wraps
could
it
be-
up.
yeah, we're good with that.
We're good.
Mhm.
Stop recording.